Back in time, the USSR was one of the most educated countries in the world, and Russia still remains in this list. But why all the Nobel Prizes are usually go to the United States or Europe? And most recent discoveries are made by the West. In this video, I will share my experience of studying in these education systems, and you can judge by the end of the video which one is more effective. Hey, welcome. My name is Muhayyo and I have got 4 fully funded scholarships in different countries, and in this channel I share my way of winning scholarship abroad, and also I share opportunities for you to study for free in any country you want. If you are not subscribed, please do, because more opportunities are coming. So if you are ready, let's go. The first thing is curriculum flexibility. If you're talking about post-Soviet education system, it's quite standardized and there is less room for electives. What does it mean? Usually there are a list of the subjects that you have to finish, to complete, to get your degree. You don't have any choice to go and choose specific subjects you are interested in, unfortunately. Moreover, if I'm talking about materials that you use, usually, for example, there is a subject about economic history, what you do, you use only one book to finish this class. It is very pity, but this is a reality. If I'm talking about European education, I was so surprised when I was like, seriously, I can choose a subject that I'm personally interested in? How does it even work? Dobby is free, you know? But seriously, it was very shocking for me that there is like elective courses and you can choose what you are interested in. And also I have noticed that usually there are lists of references for each subject that you can use to complete this subject. This is great because you can have access to different points of view. And also materials usually in Europe are up to date, so you can stay more updated, I would say, when you are studying in Europe. The second thing is a relationship between professors or teachers and students. If I'm talking about post-Soviet education system, there are some unspoken rules that you have to follow. For example, first of all, professor and students, they are not equal. At some point, professor has more rights, I would say, and more voice than you can have as a student. There are some cases that happen personally to me. If a professor asks you for a favor, for example, to help him or her with an exam, or I don't know, any kind of administrative job that he needs to complete, if you say no, like if you refuse, you will have some consequences. What can be these consequences? Unfortunately, it can be failed exam or reduced score, or I don't know, this professor looking at you angrily every time you say hi to him. If I'm talking about Europe, when I start my education as an exchange student first in Paris and Hungary, and then I start my PhD studies, I was super surprised. First of all, you are equal with the professors. You are like colleagues, okay? And in some points, you can become friends. And I know personally professors who can go and drink beer with their students. I was like, seriously? Is it even possible? You know, I like this attitude because you can feel free to go and ask your professor anytime you want, and you will not be scared that you can say something wrong and you will have consequences as a failed exam, for example. And now, as I'm starting professor, right, in my early career, I'm trying to adapt more in my teaching methods this European style, where students can feel free with me to share their thoughts, to share their answers, and in general actively participate in the speech when we have it. The third one is about assessment. How does it happen in post-Soviet area? Usually, most of the exams that you are going to have in the university and sometimes at school can be oral exam. What does it mean? In the end of the semester, you will get a list of the questions. It's approximately from 50 to 80 questions, and you have to prepare the answers for these questions. Again, refer to your book that you had, the one book, the only book that you had for this course, and you will write the answers. Usually one answer can be 2-3 pages of written text. So in the end of the semester, if you have 5-6 exams, usually you will have to read and memorize 800 pages of a text. So it can be very, very stressful. I remember my period at university, whenever the semester was ending, I was super stressed. I don't know, I even could lose some hair, like, and stress. So on the one hand, it is good because you will have very comprehensive understanding of the things, right? Because you have to know everything to be able to answer. On the other hand, sometimes you don't know where to use the knowledge you usually get. Like, for example, why do you need the date of birth of a Russian emperor, I don't know, in 17th century, and where will you use it if you are, I don't know, a data analyst in international economics? So it's quite hard to implement what you really learn and study at university. If I am talking about European system, I would say exams here are very relaxed, and I was really shocked when I was studying in Paris and I was asking about exam, like each professor who was coming, and in the first day you of course ask about the exam, and they were like, you have to present, you have to make a presentation, and usually this presentation is 12 slides and you have to present in a group. So it means that you will have 2 slides for each person. That is perfect. It is good because you have to do less as a student. You will have more time for fun, but at the same time, you will not be able to somehow push your boundaries, I would say, and learn more and discover more if you are not personally like that, if you are not striving to study, of course. So students here are very relaxed, and maybe it's good for their mental health, I don't know, but I still have this habit of studying hard and being stressed because it is with me. Now nothing can be done now, unfortunately. The fourth thing is about critical thinking. If I'm talking about post-Soviet countries, what is more important, how much you can memorize facts, names, dates about everything within a subject or subjects that you have at university or school. It's not important what you think, and nobody cares what you think. You have to know the facts and you have to talk when you are answering the questions, so you have to talk with the facts. So it's somehow very sad because it makes students feel that their opinion is not important at all. So whatever you say is not true. You just need to refer to the book. So if I'm talking about European education, I would say that here the main emphasis is on developing critical thinking. When I started my PhD, I understood that, okay, there is no right or wrong answers. You can answer as you think it is right? And you don't have to support your thoughts, your own opinion, by facts or numbers or dates. Of course, it's great to know all of them, but at the same time, you are more aware of how you see facts and how you can compare and what you can, as a person, generate and give. So it's great, I think. It's really good. The last point is about homework and tasks. If I'm talking about Russia, so mainly because I did my bachelor and master degree in Russia and my high school in my home country, you will have tons of homework. and that they don't care. I mean, professors don't care that you are not able to finish or to complete them. You have to do that. That's it. There is no choice. So sometimes, for example, when I was at university, I had two foreign languages. It was English and French. So for example, for my English classes, I could do like homework, which is like 10 pages. Like for one homework is 10 pages. You have to write it, and it's like one of the subjects, and there are another, I don't know, 12 subjects that you have to do homework for. If I'm talking about European educational system, it's more about, they are more focused with some projects, presentations, and there is, you are more free to choose whether you want to study or not. There is no this pressure that you have to do it, otherwise you will be exhaled, bye bye. So yes, and on the one hand it's good. Again, you are relaxed, you don't have to do a lot, but on the other hand, maybe it somehow will demotivate you not to study at all. Like, why should I, right? Because sometimes people need pushes, I think so. I was lucky to study in both of these educational systems, and I took from both of them a lot. So as a result, I think that I am able to achieve desirable goals that I set usually in my education or career. But I would like to hear your point of view. What do you think? Which education system is more effective? And see you in my next videos.